Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Knit, Crochet, Read, Repeat. My name is Kirsty. My pronouns are they, them. I am coming to you from a gloriously sunny but a little chilly. I'm looking for the temperature on my unit. I think it's like 11 degrees. A little bit chilly Paisley, which is just a stone's throw away from Glasgow in Scotland. This is not a podcasting episode. There's no knitting, there's no crochet, no cross stitch, no budgeting. This is an unboxing video and one I am so excited to share with you. I treated myself for my birthday to a new bit of kit, and specifically spinning kit. I have technically 3 bits of spinning equipment. When I say that, I really do just mean spinning. So I've got other equipment for it, but I have a Ashford Joy, which is a treadle spinning wheel. I have the Ashford e-spinner. I think it's like the first version, so it's quite chunky and it is quite heavy. And then lastly, I have the EWWE Eel Wheel Nano, and that is incredibly small, very light. It was a fantastic wheel at the start, and for me now the bobbins are just too small. And so on a random phone call to my friend Hannah is partially to blame for this purchase. She introduced me to Gemma B Makes, and B is B-E-A, who creates the Argonaut spinning wheel. This is a 3D printed electric wheel, and this is what I'm going to be discussing and showing off in this video. And don't worry, it's not actually this big. I bought some things to go with it, so some extras like extra bobbins, a lazy Kate, that sort of thing. So I have not opened this yet, so I thought we could open it together. So let's see what we've got, shall we? So hopefully this won't be too noisy, but let's see what we have. So this is Gemma's card. You can find Gemma on Instagram, but I purchased this through Etsy. And the listings are now pre-orders where only so many slots are opened at a time. So please do bear that in mind if this interests you. So we need to be really careful I don't get any of this stuff on the floor for Oogie. But she's not in the room, so I can tidy it up quickly. There's packing peanuts everywhere now. So this is the lazy Kate. This is where you put all your bobbins so that you can ply at the same time, or even just to ply one bobbin. So that's really interesting. So each of these comes off and you slot that in, and then it just all goes back down. Very compact. It's also very light, and it has rubber feet to stop it sliding around. I'm losing packing peanuts. So first of all, I do want to say that this is very well packaged. There's a lot of packing peanuts in here. There was packing peanuts on the bottom, but also look at that. They've got their own label boxes. So that's really cool as well. Just check there's nothing in the bottom. And let me scoop up my dropped peanuts. So here's the box. So you get an instruction manual, a cable, And then this is what the inside looks like. So I did buy extras. I bought extra bobbins. I bought 3 extra bobbins, and I bought a bobbin organizer. And everything is in slightly different colours by my choice. So hello, Editing Kirsty from the future here. I got really excited unboxing my Argonaut, and I messed up on the following clip where I said what the bobbin storage was. The bobbin storage is literally just this disc, and it's only like £5 in the store, and the pieces I screw into the holes are actually the shafts for each of the bobbins that I have purchased extra. So that's just to correct that piece of information that what I'm about to say is incorrect, so please bear that in mind. Thank you. Right here, let me put this down. Right here is the bobbin organizer. So you put these pieces together. And then when you're trying to store your bobbins, you can store them like so. Probably should have put the spindle bit in first. So yeah, that's your bobbin organizer. I got a plug for mine. I'm trying to make sure I lift this out the best way possible. And yes, I'm wearing a Baby Yoda trousers. So we can get rid of this box now. Probably should have cleaned my background up first. See, it's best to take this out this side very gently. This is my Argonaut wheel. So this is considerably bigger than the Eel Wheel Nano, which I have purchased, or had purchased. I bought it back in 2019, and this is definitely an upgrade. So I will link below Gemma's YouTube channel, or specifically the video for the Argonaut, because this has slightly different tensioning, and so it's going to take me a few tries to get the hang of this, but I don't see it being too much of a learning curve. You've got your dials in the back for your speed and your so that one's your tension and that one's your speed. And then you've got your S and your Z twist, like that's a button. You've got, I don't know how well you'll see that. It's your hook to pull through your yarn, and it secures via little mini magnets. So yeah, I'm so excited for this. So that's your flyer at the front. Apologies if I've got any of the terminology wrong. It's been a while since I had to use proper terminology for spinning. So like I said earlier as well, I got additional bobbins. So I got my bobbins in orange. I just wanted to show you how compact these bobbins break down into by using the bobbin storage that Gemma creates. It's mainly this small disc here at the bottom that has screw holes in the center, like around the center, and you screw in the middle section of your bobbin, and you've got the two wheels that go around it. And when you need to create a bobbin, you just unscrew, take your two wheel sections, sorry for that squeak, it helps if I screw it on the right way. And there, you have a bobbin. Whereas like normally, so I'd say this is about the size of my electric eel wheel, not my electric eel wheel, my Ashford e-spinner. I'd say these are about the same size as my Ashford e-spinner. And storing those can be a nightmare. I just stack them on top of each other on the lazy kit. So one's on the lazy kit itself, and then the next one's balancing on top of that bobbin. So the fact that I can break these down, very easy, mind you, like it doesn't take a great amount of force, so the days my wrists and hands aren't giving me a lot of jip, I can just break this down really easily, screw this back in, pop these back on, and five, because the sixth is on the spinning wheel, 5 bobbins are stored on this really easy in the space of one bobbin. That's fantastic. I'm now probably going to need an excuse with Scott on why I'm keeping the e-spinner. Not really, but you know, he could be like, but this one's so much smaller and compact. So yeah, how amazing is that? So obviously Gemma's video will go into way more detail than mine. Mine really is just an unboxing video, but I did just want to show how easy it is to change your bobbin on this machine. So just going to turn it sideways, and I'm going to hold this section here, and I'm going to unscrew this here. So this unscrews. Don't know why I've decided to do this holding it up. So awkward. But this comes off completely, and then you slide this off, and then the only reason I had resistance there was because, as I've previously mentioned, you need to move your yarn guides, you need to flip them up. The only reason I'm getting resistance when I try to pull that is because there is 3 magnets at the end of the bobbin and 3 magnets here, and they're strong magnets. That, or I'm very weak. So that's how you change your bobbins. So they secure on when your magnets line up, like so. You put the front of it back on, making sure that everything lines up, these bars, and then you screw the front back on. And then to make sure it's nice and tight, you do need to hold this back wheel, otherwise it just moves. So yeah, so this is the front of the machine, and that's the back. You can see that's where it says Argonaut. But yeah, I am going to test this out this evening. I was meant to be doing other stuff such as clearing out the room upstairs, but I have had this in my house now for over 24 hours and I really want to play with it, so I might put in some footage, or that will be a completely separate video. Again, this really just was an unboxing, so if there isn't any more footage after this, stay tuned for some footage of me spinning on it and seeing how I get on, what the learning curve is for me personally. I have spun on several different machines, treadle and electric now, so yeah, there may not be more to this video, there may be, but I am just so grateful that I managed to get in on this pre-order. I purchased it probably midway through April, and I knew the expected delivery was going to be the very start of May, so completely went by the timeline provided. And Gemma is also just very approachable. I had stuff in my cart on Etsy before the listing even went live for the spinning wheel. It was the bobbins, the lazy kit and the bobbin storage, and I asked if we could put in the same order as the spinning wheel with the other items, because some people don't really let you do that if it's a pre-order. So I messaged to check. She was so fast to reply, so polite, so lovely, and yeah, could not recommend the customer service anymore. Like, she was lovely. As for the wheel, I will let you know my thoughts either slightly on in this video if there's more footage, or on another video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know if you already have your own Argonaut or if you're thinking about getting one. And until the next video, please do stay safe. Bye.